Hi everyone, it's Keely. Welcome back to another video. This week I'm going to be doing a Posca speed paint. I had bought some Poscas a while back and I've done a few videos with them. Oh, quick side note, if you see hear Clementine screaming, she's in a mood and I can't make her stop. But I had bought some Poscas a while back and I loved them, and so I bought a whole bunch more and I'm making something with them today. So yeah, I'm using Canson XL watercolor paper. This is my favorite watercolor paper. I use the 9x12 size. I'm using a bunch of Poscas. I'll maybe try and link the names of the colors below. I only just realized that they have names on the colors because I'd looked for them before and they're kind of in a little hidden sort of spot. They're not very easy to find. But I found out they have names, so I will list the names of the colors that I used below. And then I also just transferred this sketch to the watercolor paper using my usual Prismacolor Col-Erase pencil because, if something goes wrong, it's not... See, she's being needy in the video too. What is wrong with her? I love her so much. What is her malfunction? But yeah, so I just used my normal Prismacolor Col-Erase to transfer from my light pad to my watercolor piece of paper. Whew, that was exhausting to get out. Now, on to the art. So I asked for questions on my Instagram a couple days ago for, I said I was filming a Q&A, send me questions. So these are Q&A style questions. Also, if you would like to participate in sending me questions, I usually ask for it on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just at Keely Elle. But that's where you should go if you want to, see what bullshit I'm on the day today. So... the first question I have is, at what age was your cat when you got it? I really want to get a kitten, but I don't know at what age is best to get one. So I have two cats, if you guys don't know. Clementine, whose butt you just saw, and then Luna, who is a little gray tabby, and I love them both dearly. Clementine, the person who I got her from told me that she was 8 weeks old. I don't think that is true looking back on that now. I think that she was younger than that because she was not weaned and she was very small. Granted, she's still a very small cat, but I think that was not true. And then Luna I got at either 10 or 12 weeks old. I would recommend getting a kitten who is a little bit older because it's just better to go older than younger. Separating them too early from their mother is just awful for them. Clementine had really bad separation issues when we got her, and she came with all sorts of problems. So I would recommend going on the older side. I think the standard in the United States, at least for kittens, is for them to part ways with their mother at 8 weeks old. And I think it is totally okay to wait until they're 10 or 12 weeks old. I think that's even preferable. So yeah, I would recommend 10 or 12 weeks old. But again, I'm not an animal professional or anything like that. So maybe it would be helpful to reach out to a vet or something like that and see what they recommend. But for me, I would recommend slightly on the older side, 10 to 12 weeks. What color scheme did you have for your wedding? Okay, so I got married. Oh shit, it's been almost 2 years. Oh shit, it's gonna be 2 years in June. Oh god, I'm getting old. So for our wedding, we had a blush, white, gold, and then natural greenery color scheme. I know that's kind of weird because normally it's just 2 or 3 colors, but ours was blush, pink, blush pink, white, gold, and then greenery. I loved it. I was very happy with the colors that we picked for our wedding. Caleb wore a navy blue suit with a pink, a blush pink tie with little white dots on it. And then I had my bridesmaids wear just really natural, neutral, peachy, pinky, nude colored outfits that I let them pick themselves. And yeah, I was really happy with the way our wedding looked. I love our wedding pictures, and I love looking back on it. It was a really pretty day, minus the fact that it rained a little, so that can suck a dick, but yeah. Oh, I loved this question. I thought this one was so cute and unusual. Just FYI, by the way, if you guys are sending me questions for a Q&A, the more uncommon the question, the more likely I am to answer it, just because, I feel like I've answered a lot of the, most basic ones already, and so I don't really like to recycle questions if I can help it. But this one is, what's your favorite crystal and tea? Which, god, fucking cutest question I've ever gotten. Thank you so much for sending me that. My favorite tea is a loose leaf Earl Grey and lavender that I have. I love it. It is delicious, and I only have it on occasion because I'm terrified of running out of it. My other favorite that I did actually just run out of was an Earl Grey and strawberry, which was also delightful, but I, alas, am now out of it, and so I must ration my other good teas. But I'm quite an Earl Grey person. I love the taste of bergamot, and it's delightful, and I cannot recommend it enough. As you can see, Clementine was quite needy today. She's generally quite needy, like she needs me. She's my baby, so I'm sorry if that irritates you, but I'm not cutting it out because it's cute. And my favorite crystal. Typically, my favorite crystal is amethyst, but I do also have quite a soft spot in my heart for rose quartz. And I know that those are two, I don't want to say basic, but like they're quite easy to get your hands on. They're quite common because they're both forms of quartz, and quartz is pretty easy to, get your hands on. So there's a lot of it available in like crystal shops and anywhere that you could potentially find crystals. But I love amethyst, and it brings the best vibes. I'm so sorry if you disagree with me. You're wrong. There's no other way around it. How do you feel about people cosplaying your art, given credit, of course? I've never gotten this question before, but I think that would be the coolest fucking thing in the whole world. Just being honest, I think that would be so cool. I've seen people cosplay, artists' work, and I always think it's just so creative because I think it gives a lot more like creative freedom and leeway than cosplaying like an established comic character or something like that who has like an iconic, very identifiable look. I think cosplaying art is just like a little more subjective maybe. And I think it's just so cool seeing it happen. So like if anyone wants to do that, like please do it and send me photos because that would just absolutely make my day. I think that is the coolest idea in the whole world. Next question. Do you have a lot of drawings you don't post? And I guess yes and no. Typically if I make a finished piece of artwork, I post it to Instagram. But a lot of sketches perish in my iPad. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, I probably say I'd do 3 to 5 sketches for every one completed piece of artwork that you see. So you see I would say a vast majority of the artwork that I've completed, but a very, very small fraction of the concept art that I actually put down on paper, if that makes sense. So yeah, very rarely do I do a fully completed piece of art and then go, okay, I'm just gonna keep this for myself, just because I use my Instagram as a portfolio of sorts, and so I post pretty much everything that I make on there. Yeah, so I guess the answer is yes and no to that. Next question, do you want children? I guess my head says maybe, but my heart says no. I'm not really a kids person, and neither is Caleb. I just don't particularly enjoy spending time with kids. And yeah, so I mean, right now, for sure, I know that we are not currently wanting children. But we would both be open to the possibility of them later. So, it's not a hard no, but it's a hard probably not, I guess. Does that make sense? So, if we eventually decided that we wanted to have kids, sure, that would be okay with me. But as of right now, I do not particularly want children. So, that's just the truth of the thing. Okay, and I think that's probably the end of the questions for today. Thank you so much, everyone who sent some in. I have a bunch stockpiled that you guys sent me, so I will be for sure doing more Q&As with these questions in upcoming videos, so keep an eye out for that. If you hate this, don't let me know. If you love it, I would love to hear that. Also, just quick reminder, I did start a Patreon. So if you would like to donate to my Patreon and see early release and exclusive content, you can pledge down below. I will add the link. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you for contributing to this Q&A. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.